Magandang buhay mga bata! Tara, samahan ninyo akong matuto kasama si
Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell for more videos. Thank you! Matatag Curriculum, Science, Grade 4, Quarter 4, Lesson 8. Our topic for today is about significance of studying the sun. This is Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Let's start! Learning competency. Describe some of the overall characteristics of the sun, such as its composition, its size, and the main energy it radiates. Describe the changes in the direction and length of shadows from a shadow stick and use the information to infer why the sun changes position during a day, and make suggestions about the importance of the sun to living things for a group or class discussion, and confirm and record ideas by referring to trustworthy secondary sources of information. Content. Significance of studying the sun. Overview of the sun's characteristics such as photosphere, chromosphere, and corona. Sun's movement and day-night cycle. Introduction to shadows and importance of the sun to living things, role in photosynthesis, heat, and light. Day 1, short review. Sun, showdown. Write your answer on a flashcard and flash it fast. First correct answer gets 1 point. Number 1. What is the outermost layer of the sun? The answer is corona. Number 2. Why is the sun important to life on Earth? The answer: it gives light and heat needed for survival. Number 3. Which layer of the sun is the hottest? The answer: the core. Number 4. What is the visible part of the sun called? The answer: the photosphere. Number 5. How does the sun help plants grow? The answer: it provides sunlight for photosynthesis. Lesson purpose. Are you now familiar with the importance of the sun and its different layers? This week, we will learn about the movements of the sun, its role in the formation of shadows, and know its importance to all living and non-living things on Earth. Unlocking content area vocabulary. Rotation. The spinning of Earth on its axis. Apparent. Something that seems to be true but may not be. Night. The time when one side of Earth is away from the sun. Shadow. A dark shape formed when an object blocks light. Movement. A change in position or place. Day. The time when one side of Earth faces the sun. Subtopic number 3. Sun's movement and day-night cycle. Activity number 1. Battle of the brain. Is the sun moving? Instructions. Work in a group for a debate. Take side on the issue, the sun is moving or the sun is not moving, through drawing of lots. With your groupmates, research on possible arguments or ideas to support your stand. The use of online and printed resources is encouraged. Use the table below to organize your ideas. First column is your evidence. Second column, explanation. And third column, example if possible. Here are the guide questions to answer. First, what are the presented evidences that sun is moving? Second, what are the presented evidences that the sun is not moving? And third, is the sun really moving? Now, let us talk about sun's movement and the day-night cycle. The sun appears to move across the sky, but it's actually the Earth that moves. Earth's rotation. Earth spins on its axis every 24 hours, causing day and night. Daytime. The side of Earth facing the sun gets light. Nighttime. The side away from the sun is in darkness. Remember, the sun doesn't move around the Earth. Earth rotates, making the sun seem to rise and set. Activity number 2, sunny motion. Instructions, work in a group. Together with your groupmates, watch the video assigned to you. Watch the videos quietly and answer the following questions. And be sure to participate in the activity and watch closely the videos to be able to participate in the discussion. Group 1 questions. 1. Does the sun rotate? If yes, how long? 2. Who discovered that the sun rotates? 3. What was the basis of Galileo in claiming that the sun rotates? 4. What did Galileo observe about the sunspots that made him conclude that the sun is indeed rotating? And 5. Describe the rotation of the sun in its different parts. Let us answer. 1. Does the sun rotate? If yes, how long? The answer, yes, the sun rotates. It takes about 25 days at the equator and 35 days at the poles to complete one rotation. 2. Who discovered that the sun rotates? The answer, it's Galileo Galilei, discovered that the sun rotates. 3. What was the basis of Galileo in claiming that the sun rotates? The answer: he observed sunspots moving across the sun's surface, changing position over time. 4. What did Galileo observe about the sunspots that made him conclude that the sun is indeed rotating? The answer: he noticed that sunspots moved from one side of the sun to the other, proving that the sun itself was spinning. 5. Describe the rotation of the sun in its different parts. The answer: the sun's rotation is differential, meaning different parts rotate at different speeds. Equator rotates in about 25 days. Poles rotates in about 35 days. Conclusion: the sun does rotate, but not like a solid object. Its gases move at different speeds. Group 2 questions. 1. What did you observe about the sun in the first video? 2. Are you convinced by the video that the sun really moves across the sky? In the second video, does the sun really move across the sky? Why or why not? 3. What causes the apparent movement of the sun in the sky? Group 2 answer. 1. What did you observe about the sun in the first video? The answer: the sun seems to move across the sky from east to west during the day. 2. Are you convinced by the video that the sun really moves across the sky? The answer: no, the sun does not actually move. It only looks like it because Earth is rotating. 3. In the second video, does the sun really move across the sky? Why or why not? The answer: no, the sun stays in place. The apparent movement happens because Earth rotates on its axis. 4. What causes the apparent movement of the sun in the sky? The answer: Earth's rotation makes the sun appear to rise in the east and set in the west. Subtopic number 4, Introduction to Shadow. Shadow Performance Activity. Watch the video of El Gama Penumbra's performance from Pinoy Got Talent. Observe carefully what you see on the screen. And after watching, answer this question. First, what can you say about the performance? Second, can you see the faces of the performers? If not, why? And third, what are shadows? Guide questions. A. What happens when your body blocks the sunlight? B. What do you call the black area that is formed when your body blocks the sunlight? C. How are shadows formed? D. Why do ancient people able to tell the time of the day based on the position of the sun in the sky? Let us answer. A. What happens when your body blocks the sun? A dark shape appears behind me because the light cannot pass through my body. B. What do you call the black area that is formed when your body blocks the sunlight? The answer, it is called a shadow. C. How are shadows formed? Shadows are made when something like your body or an object blocks the light from the sun or a lamp. The light cannot go through, so a dark shape appears on the ground or wall behind the object. E. Draw the length and direction of shadows of the lamppost or flagpole at certain points of the day as follows: 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 p.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m. So let us just describe. 7 a.m., the shadow is long and stretches towards west. 9 a.m., a bit shorter than that of the shadow formed at 7 a.m. and still pointing towards west. 11 a.m., the shadow is shorter than the 9 a.m. and still pointing west. 12 p.m., very short and can hardly be seen. This is because the sun is exactly just above the lamp post. 2 p.m., the shadow grew longer, this time pointing east. 6 p.m., the shadow grew even longer and pointing east. F. What can you say about the length and direction of the shadows throughout the day? The sun creates longer shadows in the morning as it rises from the east and the shadow points towards west. At noontime, when it almost directly overhead, the shadows are short and almost in between east and west. As the sun sets at the west in the afternoon, the shadows get longer again, but this time pointing east. Subtopic number 5, Importance of the Sun. Sharing activity, the importance of the sun. Pair up with a classmate. Step outside the classroom and observe the environment. List down how the sun helps living things like plants and animals. Come back and share your ideas with the class. Discuss these questions. A. Is the sun important to us on Earth? And B. What good things do we get from the sun? Let us answer the guide question. A. Is the sun important to us on Earth? The answer? Yes, the sun is very important because it gives us light, warmth, and energy. Without it, life on Earth wouldn't exist. B. What good things do we get from the sun? The answer? Light. Helps us see and gives energy to plants. Heat. Keeps us warm and makes life possible. Food. Plants use sunlight to grow. It's photosynthesis. Vitamin D helps keep our bones strong. Weather and water cycle. The sun drives rain, wind, and ocean currents. The importance of the sun. This is an activity guide. Pair up. Work with the body. Get an envelope. Receive a set of pictures from the teacher. Observe and analyze. Look carefully at each picture and think about how the sun helps. Write it down. On a sheet of paper, list the ways the sun is important to Earth, plants, animals, humans. And discuss and share. Talk about your answers with your partner and be ready to share them with the class. Here's the first picture. The sun's gravitational force keeps planets, moons, and other celestial bodies in their orbits, preventing them from drifting away. Second picture, the sun provides light energy that plants use for photosynthesis, which helps them make their own food and release oxygen. Third picture, the sun is a source of renewable energy, also known as solar energy, which can be used to generate electricity and heat without running out. Fourth picture, sunlight helps the human body produce vitamin D, which is important for strong bones and a healthy immune system. Fifth picture, the sun gives us natural light, helping us see everything around us during the day. Sixth picture, the sun's heat causes water to evaporate, forming clouds and leading to rain, which is essential for the water cycle. Seventh picture, before clocks were invented, people used the sun's position in the sky to tell time. Sundials were also used to measure time based on the sun's shadow. Eighth picture, the sun helps people dry clothes by providing heat, which evaporates the water in wet clothes. What are the importance of the sun? The sun keeps the planets and other heavenly bodies in their orbits through its strong gravitational force. Without the sun, all heavenly bodies fly in different directions and may even collide with each other. The sun provides light energy needed by plants to manufacture their own foods through the process of photosynthesis. This process gives plants the ability to provide food to all life forms. Sunlight is needed to help the skin produce vitamin D. This vitamin is essential in the absorption of calcium needed to keep the bones healthy and strong. The sun's solar energy can be converted to electricity. It is a renewable source of energy on Earth. Through solar panels, sunlight is converted to electricity. We can see everything around us because the sun provides us light to see them. Water cycle occurs due to sun's energy. It facilitates the formation of clouds, rain, and wind. The sun used to tell time before through sundials. Before clocks were invented, people just look at the position of the sun in the sky to determine the time. Learners' takeaways. Using the chart below, list at least 4 important concepts that you've learned from this week's lesson. Answer this in your notebook. Example answers. 1. The sun provides light and heat. It helps us see and keeps Earth warm. 2. The sun is essential for photosynthesis. Plants use sunlight to make food. 3. The sun powers the water cycle. It causes evaporation and helps form rain. 4. The sun is a source of solar energy. We can use its power for electricity. Reflection on learning. Group activity, the day the sun stops shining. Step 1. Form groups. Each group should have 5 members. Step 2. Integrate concepts. Discuss what you have learned about the importance of the sun. Step 3. Write a story. Create a story titled The Day the Sun Stops Shining. Be creative in organizing the events. Here are the guide questions. A. What will happen to humans if the sun stops shining? B. What will happen to plants and animals? C. How will the absence of the sun affect lives and properties? And D. What are humans' chances of survival? Step 4. Share your story. Each group will present their story to the class. Rubrics for the sun story. Criteria: clarity of the flow of the story, appropriateness of the events in the story, clarity of the message, relevance, and cooperation. 5 points being the highest and 1 point being the lowest. Good luck! Formative assessment. A. Read and analyze the following questions. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1. Which statement describes the apparent motion of the sun? A. The movement of the sun across the sky as observed from outer space. B. Actual movement of the sun across the sky. C. The movement of the sun across the sky as observed on Earth. Or D. The expected actual motion of the sun across the sky throughout the day. The answer is letter A. The movement of the sun across the sky as observed from outer space. Number 2. What causes day and night? A. The revolution of the Earth around the sun. B. The revolution of the moon around the Earth. C. The rotation of the Earth on its axis. Or D. The rotation of the sun on its axis. The answer is letter C, the rotation of the Earth on its axis. Number 3, which light shows causes shadows in outdoor environment during daytime? A. Moon, B. Sun, C. Stars, or D. Light bulbs? The answer is letter B. Sun. Number 4, when the sun is at your back, where is your shadow? A. In front of me, B. Behind me, C. It's beside me, or D. Cannot be seen? The answer is letter A. In front of me. Number 5, to form a shadow, light travels from a light source like the sun to a or an blank. A. Transparent material, B. Translucent material, C. Opaque material, or D. Any material? The answer is letter C. Opaque material. B. List 5 ways you use sunlight in your everyday living. Here are the answers. Number 1, drying clothes. Number 2, seeing during the day. Number 3, keeping warm. Number 4, growing plants. And number 5, using solar energy. Homework, collage making. The sun is the major source of energy on Earth. The energy it radiates is harnessed and converted to electricity. Collect pictures from magazines showing the importance of the sun as a source of solar energy. Make a collage of these pictures. Form the collage on one-half illustration board. And here's the rubrics for collage. Criteria: organization 10 points, content 5 points, and visual presentation 5 points, with a total of 20 points. Maraming salamat sa panonood! Huwag kalimutang i-like at mag-subscribe para sa higit pang educational content. I-click ang bell icon para ma-update ka sa ating mga bagong video. Salamat!